Ladies and gentlemen, and this is Donut Operator on the dangers of untrained police officer. Unsubscribe podcast, unsubscribe clips. I'm hoping Electrician is here as well. Now, as an Indian, everything I hear about America and everything everyone hear about America, because America is such a weird place out of all 200 countries that it's the one place everybody knows about. Why? Because all the media is from there. Most of it, 90. I mean, obviously nowadays it's kinda changing, right? Because streaming service is going global. Majority of the time, Hollywood is basically America, even though there are British things as well. But yeah, Hollywood is majority America, right? So there's a higher chance you might know more things about America than you know about your local thing, at least from the media and shit, right? All the movies, TV shows, and shit like that, right? So, America is different because Second Amendment guns, that's not common everywhere. It's American thing, right? And because of that, police are constantly on the edge. I've seen certain documentaries, things of people like, we can't make mistakes. One slip and you're dead, your partner is dead, and all this type of shit, which I can't really process. It's like I'll always be ignorant about that fact because I'll never understand, even if I try to understand it. Like, it's like saying like, oh, I can imagine being in middle of a gunfire, like some kind of a no man's land. No, I can't. Only people who's been there can. That type of way, right? So yeah, dangers of untrained police officer. Like this, I've really thought about this because I know Quantico and shit, FBI federal level, their budget. I understand that. But what about local cops? Do they get enough training? And even then, it's like saturated, isn't it? Like if you're like a rich enough town or city, yeah. What if you're not rich enough? Would you have enough training? Like, do you even have finance for that? This is such a weird place, right? And obviously Chicago and things like that, I constantly hear about how dangerous they are. Maybe this is exaggerated, I don't know. But Chicago always, isn't Chicago some metropolitan big ass city? How is that unsafe in America? That doesn't make sense to me, right? Chicago's probably like more advanced and bigger than like in India, Mumbai or something, right? So how is that unsafe, right? I don't know. But unsafe at what level? Is it first world unsafe? What unsafe? I don't know. Let's watch one. This is a great channel, obviously. Podcast with Electrician, Brandon Herrera. I'm hoping he's here as well. He's the gun guy. He should be here, I'm guessing. And Donut Operator, also another, I guess he was a cop or military or something. But yeah, let's watch one. Remember, reflect my subscribe. So I know which type of videos to react to more. If you have any input on like whatever, do I talk too much in the intro? Should I shorten that? Should I pause a bit, not too much in the middle of it? Comment down, right? Because I don't know, sometimes that just goes off and I'm like, what the fuck, I've been talking for 6 minutes type of way. So if that's an issue, I would really look out for that. And yeah, that's what this one.
Have you seen the female police officers mag dumping into the apartment yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a gnarly one.
What happens, Cody?
What'd you just say? Mag dumping? She just went Joshua Graham from New Vegas. Basically, in the last mission, how he just like empties 45 at the guy, that tribal end game villain, whatever that is. She basically went there. Oh, that is so fucked up. In the apartment, like what happened? Again, I don't want to make judgment here, what happened, but yeah, like if people are twitchy all the time, not that it's not justified, yes, shit's gonna happen.
I think it was in Houston.
Justified of being twitchy, not justified of like emptying a clip in the apartment. Of course, that's fucked up. Who knows who's in there? Maybe there's a kid in there. Like you can't do that. But yeah.
This is a sheriff's department, right?
I think so.
Sheriffs, yeah.
There was a lady came to the door with a gun because like
she was staying there or lived there.
Yeah, she was staying, or her friend lived there, and she came to the door with a gun. She didn't even get to the door, open the door, but the female officer saw her through the window coming to the door with a gun. And again, I don't know the build up to this. I haven't looked into it very much, but these female police officers just start mag dumping. Like
No, fuck that. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I'm not gonna defend the cop in this one, right? I try to defend it. I'm not gonna do that. You're trained for it. Even if you're not, this is your job. Like walk few feet back, just keep your gun up and just trust your reflexes and just drop the gun or whatever the fuck that is, right? Because it's America, Second Amendment. People have right to have guns for the defense. You can't just see somebody coming with a gun in their own damn apartment in a window and just empty the gun. The fuck is wrong with you? That's criminal. That should be charged as criminal thing in a court. I don't care. Just because you're a cop doesn't mean you get a free pass. This is insane, right? I don't care what the reason was. You don't come here with me reason, right? This is about life and death. I don't care your reason. You can't just do that shit.
Reloads, mag dumps, reloads again, shoots more.
I pointed out yesterday one is one-handed firing.
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
angle in the video.
I can't decide.
'Cause she was
I'm gonna
checking
be
her
honest.
nails.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm less offended about the one hand firing than I am of the grip that the other one had.
Yeah, because so it's in the same frame. So the one on the left, yeah, she's mag dumping and then goes one handed, and then the female officer we're looking through, the blonde, she's got her thumbs crossed on a Glock and is just like mag dumping too.
It's,
You don't do that.
You go like this. This is a
It could be strength related things. Who knows, right? People when talk about men and women like that get ticked off, and I'm like I've said in many videos, I'm a left winger guy, right? I'll try to be neutral as much, but only if science is there. Science is undisputable, right? Like science will grow but will never change, right? Context might change because science grows, but what we already know, we know. Newtonian science is not going anywhere, even if Einsteinian science expands it. So the point is this: men are stronger than women if the same size and same height is implied, right? Just by the cross section of their hand, how the muscles are, right? They're much stronger, not just a bit, much stronger. So that could be one of the reason if recoil might be too much for her. But then again, I've seen pistols, right? Like I've seen videos on it. Like I know generally like they seem more, how to say that, like force worthy than they are. I guess depend on like if it's a 44 Magnum, that's different, but these are like 9mm, right? So I don't know the reason behind it. And the one hand thing, I don't know, maybe she's trying to do sideways so like her area becomes smaller, so it's less it's not that easy to hit. I guess I can see that scientifically, but I'm pretty sure cops are not supposed to use one hand, right? Like that's just next level shit. I don't get this. Like they know they have camera on, right? If I know like I'm constantly like, even with this camera, if I have constant camera on, I'll be on my best behavior. I wouldn't do more than I need to. How the fuck you dump a mag and then like reload and dump a mag again? That doesn't make sense.
a proper G-Man. If I can show that. Like that. Not this. Because the slide
comes back. You get slide by it.
not good. And this isn't shitting on just like, this isn't like girls. This is
like day one shooting.
This is day one shooting. It's also like what you preach, which I fucking love. It's Cody's indiscriminate when it comes to that shit. You're like, if you're a bad police officer and you're doing that, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one-handed. I don't shoot one-handed.
And I think that was on her third mag or her second mag too. She's just like do.
And you, because this is all you see, and
She had to call for more ammo.
See the problem, I'm pausing too much because I'm getting pissed off, but the problem is there are certain police stations and the police chiefs and all the chain of command all the way to politician who just like, you just know it, they're like ensures like we're gonna protect you type of way. So people can do more than like they need to. At best, you're just gonna get suspended type of shit, which is like, I think that's the biggest issue. If you're gonna protect your police officer, at least not let them know so they can just do whatever the fuck they want without worrying about things, right? That's the fucked up thing.
damn it, it's whipping around, just shooting, and you're like, because in the Army, Marine, I guarantee everyone that has served, if you have shit bags, you do not.
Oh, they'll take away motherfuckers' weapons. Yeah. You're going to go guard the chow hall.
Yeah, you are not going near the front line.
With a PT belt.
Yeah.
Even when I was a cop, we made fun of people so much they would just quit.
I noticed that when I did, and I don't want to interrupt your flow with this story.
No, this is perfect.
I spent that week out there in West Texas covering the police department out there, and I did. That's one thing I did observe was that no one's more critical of cops than other cops. I've watched a lot of senior cops. They were quick to point out who they thought were shitbags in the department.
Yeah, we brought.
But that might be changing with the woke thing becoming too strong everywhere, right? Like, you just need one Karen to say, I was treated badly and go to social media like that. I saw up to like 2 or so season, but The Rookie, right? There's a TV show with Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion is the reason I watched it. Like, yeah, I'll know him. But yeah, it was like interesting perspective. I'm not saying it's realistic, but that's the only show with all the cops shows. That's the only show around like how you go from a rookie to slowly up, how you're treated, right? So it was interesting. Like the pressure is insane there.
If I can speak highly of you, it is one of my favorite things for you is you call that shit out, and you get, for whatever reason, it is this idea that you are like, you just side. It's like, no, you give, when they do an amazing job or an officer steps up to the line, you're like, hey, this dude did the proper thing. Here's the due diligence. Here's the background story. Here's everything. But Jesus Christ, if they're shitbags, bro, fucking nut guy, female cop shooter shooting a dude, you are like, go fuck yourself.
Dude, we had this one kid one time, speaking on, we brought him down to, I worked third shift in my department, so I worked at night. So sometimes you're bored, you don't have anything to do. We brought this one kid who had just joined. We're always trying to train. We're always training. We're trying to get better. We brought this one kid down to the basement of the police department just to do some training, like basic grappling and jujitsu, whatever. And one of my buddies who did jujitsu a lot told this kid, he was like, all right, arrest me. He's like, what? We're like, arrest me. Like, this kid had already been a shitbag. He'd already done some other shit that like was retarded. And my buddy told him, arrest me. Just go ahead. And he wasn't even fighting back hard. Like, my buddy was just like standing there, and he couldn't get him into handcuffs whatsoever. And he quit the next day because he couldn't get my buddy into handcuffs. He was like, shit, maybe I'm not supposed to be in this line of work.
Maybe I'm not cut out.
How the fuck he made it at that point? Shouldn't training phases should like weed out that thing? Like, you can't even put somebody in the handcuff. How the fuck are you even, how do you even have a badge? Once you hand somebody a badge, it's like, oh, you've gone through enough of a shit that there's a badge. This is not some Wild West like, oh, you're my deputy now. I don't know, because I know you, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. This is not that time. Come on. Look, there are many type of jobs in the world. A lot of jobs just is there to make money. But there are jobs who's not just about, or not even about the money. Of course, you get money because you have to survive, but it's about more than that. Cops is one of those things. It's one of the pillars of the society and community. Without police, everything's fucked. Just like it's part of the justice system, right? So it commands respect, right? If you see a cop, there's a level of respect there, right? At least it's how it's supposed to be. But at the flip side, there comes with a lot of responsibilities, and you will be held to a higher standard, right? You can't just bitch about, you don't know how it is, man, when somebody criticizes you. You have the badge, I don't, right? Of course, I don't know, but I'm not wearing the badge. You should be at higher standard. The result should be higher, not emptying a fucking clip, right? There are many jobs in the world. It's like, it's not about money, right? It's about certain type of respect, certain type of responsibility. It's one of the key pillars. That's why every time I hear like defund the police is one of the most shittiest thing. Like, no, that's not the answer. Have you lost it? Defund the courts now? Defund the government? What do you have, like Wild West now? What the fuck you on about?
I guarantee your buddy was just like,
he wasn't fighting back. He was just like, put me in handcuffs. It was just standing there. It wasn't a big guy either. He was just like, no, do it. Put me in handcuffs. And because that's the guy that has your back, every fucking call you go to, and you want them to be able to put someone in handcuffs. He couldn't get them into handcuffs.
It's no different than war. You want somebody that, as you said, has your back. They can, like, hey, if something happened, like, I can carry you. I can carry you. I can carry you. Don't want to. I can do it though, no problem.
You could have carried definitely like Marine weight me.
I could carry you now.
Oh, I know that.
I stay
You're in good shape. Yeah. I'm saying Marine weight me would have been a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, Jack, I got you, and I run out like this.
Yeah, there was a time where I just believed, if I got muscular enough, strong enough, I can do superhuman shit. Then I realized science is much more complex than that. And like, I've been changing my workout for past multiple years since when I learned that. Just because you lift certain type of weight, do certain squat, does not mean you can carry a human body a certain length. That requires certain level of endurance type of training. That's why farmers carry is becoming more famous nowadays. I've been doing that for like 10 years now when I learned this, when I understood this, right? Right now, I can carry pretty heavy guy like a long distance if I wanted to, because I've been training like that. I don't just train because I like to train. It's a trend. I was training before it was a trend, at least in the most of the world, right? Because I just like, it's, if you're gonna like be smart and like read like all the standards, college and everything, be really witty, that's one element. What about your body, right? You need to be at peak physical condition for anything, right? It doesn't mean you're preparing for something. It's like, why not? What else is there in life? So I always try to be at that. But yeah, people always use misconception like somebody's really bulky, whatever, steroids up or whatever, can't even lift somebody and just like go a few steps. Yeah, because that's different type of training, right?
My arms locked out. I'm like, good to go. Jack now? I'm like, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, it sucks,
I
Jack.
feel this
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna bitch at you. I'm gonna bitch at you the entire time.
Yeah. While I'm just like repeating Matt Foley impressions into your ear. Yeah.
But that's the thing. You're saying it's like these are the dudes that have your back, and you want them to be able to have your fucking back at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Thankfully, that guy quit.
Yeah. Fucking thank God, Jesus, that was a ordeal.
You know what made me think those retired military guys, right? At least snipers who work in teams should definitely apply for a cop's job once they come back home and retired from military, or at least like put in like, you know, whatever reserve, because they would be the perfect for this discipline and everything. They would know how to do things.
How's Acorn Bro holding up? Have you guys talked about Acorn Man?
Oh,
Yeah,
We talked about it on the last
Alright,
podcast.
Oh yeah, that's what the Brandon. He's I was thinking just now, like he's also like just jumped and just emptied the clip on the car because Acorn dropped there, like emptied in the car. If you perceive a threat or in the open, at least car you can see. You'd see if somebody's trying to shoot at you or not, right? I don't know, but maybe the car was completely tinted up at that point. I don't know, but just yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to reach out to him. Like he fucked up. Like that was a fuck up right there.
Some people.
17 times in a row.
17. Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to
plus
do
one.
a reenactment of the guy in the car. Fuck.
It's literally Guy Ritchie. There I was. As the slow motion rounds are flying next to his head. He's like,
Yeah.
they're passing, deflect.
Yeah, point like this, you would think this car better be Toyota because at least something like reliability, I can count on that shit, right? I don't know. Did he jump down or something at the feet area or something just to get saved? Or did he get hurt? I don't know what happened there.
Off of each other. He's just like, oh.
Well, do you see the female officer in that too shot also?
Yeah, because she didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, and he's like, they're shooting at me from the car, and she starts mag dumping too into the car.
Oh, God.
Which
Oh,
her
man.
is like, for her, because he does say, I'm hit this. If you were like, this is happening, I'm going to fucking shoot wherever Cody
Slightly
said.
more understandable.
Yeah. But it's
Suppressing-
Cody.
Yeah, it's understandable on her part. Like your partner is saying something happening, you would not question that. But I think there should be protocol. Like first find a cover and then assess the situation, then like shoot, right? Because if you can find cover first, you shouldn't just like, you know, mag dump type of way, right? Because if even a perpetrator get away, there's a chance you might catch him up or something, right? I don't know. But you should try. I guess you know the Acorn guy. There was like kind of like open field, but on that car there, like he could just get behind the car or something. I don't know.
I'm like, where were you
Maybe.
hit? Cody, where were you hit? And he's like, oh, I wasn't hit. I was like, where's the gunshot at?
Bro.
I'm like,
Exactly.
Cody-
I would have drawn and been like,
I want to.
all right, where's the shots at?
I want a skit of you being the boss, asking questions and having to get explained to you what happened.
Captain.
At this point, he said, "I was shot. Where were you shot? I wasn't." That's what I want. I want you to be the sergeant asking these two what happened. in a
At this
skit.
moment, his legs hurt. That's because he's did 2 combat rolls and scraped them gently on the pavement.
God, that guy. I don't know.
Yeah, but see again, I don't want to defend the guy, but I know for a fact, at least scientifically, that if some intense situation happen, adrenaline can mask things, especially pain as well. So even when people in intense shooting situation, even if they get shot, they don't know it until somebody's like, you've been shot, and then just look down and then they feel the pain. Because so far they've been like, your mind basically goes so preoccupied with whatever you're trying to do because it's fight or flight time, right? Adrenaline is much higher, so your brain is constantly focused on that. Even the pain receptor stops. So you don't even know you're getting shot, right? Unless it's really critical place, then you probably know. So he probably, even if he didn't pain, he was like probably, oh, fuck me, I'm shot or something, even if I don't feel it. But yeah, it could be that.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that, man.
He moved.
I mean,
He told Argentina.
person in the car is getting paid.
I mean, to be realistic, he could just go to another fucking agency and just be a cop again,
Which is terrifying.
which is terrifying.
Agency? The fuck is an agency? Are you talking about different state? Don't tell me you privatize this shit. What do you mean by agency? Are there private agencies that can make you a cop? That would piss me off, actually. I'm sure he means another city or state, but even then, like, I get it. It's United States, but it's still a country. If something happens in my state, I can't go to some other state in my country and just like apply there. It's one giant country, right? What apply here would apply there as well. Why? I've seen that a lot. Like one state thing doesn't apply in another state. If you're even a criminal, some warrant in some other state, it doesn't apply to some other state. Aren't you just one big country? Even if you're a union, right now you're a country. You're registered as a country, United States of America.
I don't know how that's a fucking rule. Imagine
But
you're
we'll
in the
become-
army and you're like, well, fuck, I
You
fucked
just
up
go and
here.
join the
I'll go
Marines.
into the Marines. Yeah, exactly. So you just like walk over to the Marines.
I'll tell you this though, at least they'd love him in Uvalde. He actually fucking shoots
Which one?
That's true too. He was saying they would love him in Uvalde
because he actually pulls a trigger.
he does the things.
Yeah,
He does the cop things.
yeah.
But no, it's just like the defund the police movement got so heavy a couple years ago. The requirements for being a police officer shot down, and so they're just
Nobody
trying to
wanted to do
hire
it.
a lot of people.
What the fuck does that mean? Why does defend the police made requirement go down? If anything, it would like increase the scrutiny, wouldn't it? Like we need to be careful. Are you saying that they actually defunded all the police station enough that they don't have enough money to train people? Because that's fucked up. I hope that's not the case.
People.
This is
who
the same
can.
for the military going right now because we're at an. Jack, did you know this? Right now for the Navy, you don't even need a GED to join.
No shit.
Honestly, I don't hate that rule.
But yeah,
Unpopular opinion.
anybody can be a
You
postman's
joined.
mate.
No, Jack, how many fucking retards did you have in basic? You were during the war.
Oh, there was. I
You
think-
did it.
No, I get it. Well, no, but I'm just saying because you don't have to have a GED, but you still have to have a certain ASVAB score. That's my point.
Do they?
Yes, there's still ASVAB requirements. So like that's their reasoning of like, oh, well, if you can still get like what's better? Would you rather have a dude that graduated from high school with a ASVAB score of 39 or would you rather have some dude that dropped out when he was 16 but he's got an ASVAB score of 78?
It makes sense. Patrician's point is right. It works based on common sense. See, the problem with this is statistically there are many people who would have below 60 IQ. And if you're below 60 IQ, there's a many complex tasks you can't just do. It's just like it's mental issue, right? I mean, it's not your fault, but it's just like that's how it is, right? I don't even know how fucked up these people's lives are because of it, because you can't do many things in today's world. You need complex thought in today's technological world with smartphones, laptops, and God knows what. Even if you want to work at McDonald's, there are computer things you need to operate it, right? So it's below 60 IQ, just like, yeah, world did you dirty, right? Nature did you dirty or something. But yeah, military is not going to accept this kind of people because what you going to do in military? And also military is not some thing you do. It's a risky thing, right? You can fuck things up probably. So, but yeah, military needs as many as people they can get, but still they can't have anybody below 60 IQ. So yeah, there's element there. When it comes to cops, I don't understand, man. So all my viewers, at least 60+% are Americans, right? And others like British and type. I don't know how it goes, but it's like plus 60 plus or something, or even I don't know, depend on the topic. Even 70 plus is basically you're watching. You're probably American, right? So comment down seriously. I really want to know how is that working, right? Did they actually defunded a lot of police station? Like your Congress, Senate, whatever, right? Is sometime fame whore, right? I don't want to like say any bad way, but yeah, if there's a hot topic, they will cling on to it, whether it makes sense or not. Whether it goes against their job, they'll just do it. So if something like defund the police becomes such a hot topic, they would actually do it, right? Because it's a hot topic now, which is kind of pissing me off. First of all, how many people makes up of social media? How many people actually want? Did you take a poll, right? Did you take a vote, right? What if 70% of your population don't want to defund the police, but just that other 15%, not even other 30%, but 15% is so loud, you think that a lot of people want that. You just defund them. That's insanity, right? This is why call your senator is such a big thing, and it should be main thing. People should call. to inundate them. Like, yeah, because I don't believe defunding. Okay, police and cult of police has become such a worst thing in America. I've noticed that, right? But the answer is not defunding them, right? Create a structure that monitors them a lot. Make sure that they don't create this kind of cult thing where everybody just protect each other, from the captain to the who's it called, like police union thing. Everybody just protect each other. Create a structure that doesn't do that. You can do that through Congress and things, bills and things. I don't know. It feels hard because you're the biggest economy on the planet. You've been there for multiple centuries, so it's gonna be hard. Things are gonna be in the place that like pushes back against any change. But you have to do it that way. Defunding is ridiculous. Let's just say you defund everyone. What are you going to do now? You don't have cops. Who's going to go to court? How is it going to work? How the process going to work? You don't have law anymore. How does that work? The biggest country on the planet, there is no law. Defund thing is ridiculous, right? So I don't know. This emptying the clip thing, that's just fucked up. Alright, well, if you like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See, 10-minute video and I've been yapping off. It's like 26-minute reaction apparently.